Hello world, Shelly here, and today I'd like to give you guys an update on the With Simplicity skincare products that I have been trying out. I've been using them in place of my nighttime skincare now for a full month, and I just wanted to share with you what worked and how this system overall has been working for me in general. So I decided to film this a little bit differently. So this face of makeup I have on right now, I'm wearing no foundation, no concealer, no powder. So this is bare skin. I do have a little bit of blush, bronzer, highlight going on, and thought that might be an interesting way to see where my skin is at right now. Of course, I'm sitting in front of my studio lights with a hoodie, and I tend to get flushed when I get warm, so my cheeks are probably going to get redder and redder and redder throughout this video, but that is just because it's hot in here. So here are some before and after photos taken in the evening time, so there would be no interference of natural lighting. These are taken under my studio lighting. The first one was taken at the start of February when I started using this skincare as my nightly routine, and the after photo was taken just now at the end of February, at the end of this 1 month of using these products. So first off, I'm going to show you a zoomed in version, but first I want to show you guys the zoomed out version, and the most obvious couple things that I notice are, number one, a decrease in the overall redness of my skin. I don't have quite as much redness going on. I had a lot around my nose, and that seems to have resolved itself quite a bit, and I still have some redness on my chin, but overall I think the redness has decreased. And the other thing that I really like is that my dark circles have decreased. Obviously there's still some room to go. I could always use a little bit of improvement there, and I don't think I will ever completely get rid of them, but they are less purple, or the purple does not spread as far on the after photo as the before photo. I also think my under eye looks much less puffy in the after photo versus the before photo. I am still using the Science Serum Tight Eye, so that has been part of my daytime routine, but at this point with both of these photos I am not wearing that product at all. I have no additional products on my face whatsoever. When we zoom in a little bit closer, I'm going to tell you what to expect so that when you see those photos you can look for it. Especially in between my eyebrows, the texture has significantly decreased, as that area is really, really troublesome for me. So now let's take a look at a zoomed in version so that you can get a close-up and personal look at my pores. Okay, taking a look at this zoomed in version, if you take a look at the pores toward the top of the area that I have circled, the after photo, my pores get less visible as you get farther up top in that circle. You can still see them toward the bottom of the circle, and I think they still are equal in left to right in terms of their visibility, but as you get closer to the top in the after photo, they are starting to disappear where you can't see them as prominently. And I've only been using these products for 1 month, so I think there's room for improvement and we still got time to go. I'm going to keep on using them. And just as a side note, that big freckle that you can see on the left hand side of the red circle, I might be losing my mind, but that freckle looks a little bit smaller on the after photo, and the little batch of freckles that's right directly underneath it and slightly to the left I think is a little bit more faded in the after photo as well. So it might be having a little bit of an impact on my dark spots as well, which I think is good because I really was using no additional skincare to treat my dark spots, just this With Simplicity in the evenings. So I am very happy overall. So let's get into the products that I have been using for these transformations. Now I'm being dramatic. Okay, let's just get into it. If you missed the video a month ago, I will link it for you guys. It has the demo of how I'm using these products as my nighttime skincare, what they do, what's in them, etc. And let's start out with the cleanser. So this is the foaming face wash, and I have this in the normal to combo version. And initially when I started using this, I was using it to remove my eye makeup. I used it as the first part of my double cleanse. This has some oils in it. An oil-based cleanse is a really good first cleanse, oil tends to remove oil and water tends to remove dirt. And so if you do an oil-based cleanse followed by a regular water-based cleanse, you've got really, really clean skin at the end of the day. Now, I started having trouble the second week in. I started to get a patch of dermatitis on my eyelid. And this was the only thing I was putting on my eyelid that was any different from anything else. So I stopped using this on my eyes and just used it to wash my face. The dermatitis cleared up and everything was fine. So I already have really sensitive eyes. You may have noticed throughout the last couple years in my videos, if you've been watching for a while, like I tend to get milia spots on my eyelids whenever my moisturizers are too heavy. I still have a milia spot on here that has not gone away. It's been there for a few months now. So my eyelids are sensitive anyway. I don't think there's any ingredient here that I'm sensitive to. I think my eyelids are just angry. So I stopped using it on my eyelids, continued to use it as my face wash. This retails for $18. They also have a face and eye makeup remover cleanser version. I have not tried that. So if you want to use their cleansers to remove your eye makeup, you might want to try that one first. I've just gone back to using micellar water to remove my eye makeup, and then I do this as my oil-based cleanse, then my regular cleanser with my Clarisonic, and that is my two-step cleansing process. Then I follow it up with the toner. I've got this in the cool and refreshing version. There's also an acne prone version, and this retails for $16. I freaking love this stuff. The scent is so soothing, but it's refreshing at the same time. It is a really nice sort of cleansing end to the day. It helps to set your skin's pH back to where it should be before you do your skincare. And I just really, this would be a definite must-have in my opinion. The third step is basically moisturizing, and I would recommend doing this system as a 3-step system. I was originally using all 5 of the products that I have here every night, and that got to be a little bit too heavy for my skin. I think my skin doesn't tolerate a lot of oils. It loves oils because I have super dry skin, but the combination of all of these at one time got too heavy. So around halfway through the 3rd week or so, I made this a 3-step process. I was cleansing, then I was toning, and then I would choose one item for moisturizing. And the options that we have here, the With Simplicity face cream is a wonderful selection of carrier oils that will help your skincare to soak deeper into your skin. You don't have to use it before your serums and things. You can use it after if you prefer, but I had replaced my skincare with this, so I wasn't using any, but I'm going to reincorporate my retinols and things like that. But this is just a beautiful, wonderfully scented, it's like a lemon scent to it, and you only need a teeny tiny bit. So I've used it for a full month, and remember in that first video I was showing you it was filled to the brim. It's still, look how full. Can you tell barely any is missing? I mean, you can see the divot of product that's missing out of it, but you need a very tiny bit. So this is going to last you a very, very long time. This is organic and it runs $24. It's got frankincense and geranium, and I really enjoy this at night. It's a little too heavy for me to wear under makeup in the daytime. If I'm doing a powder-only foundation, it's okay, but if I'm gonna wear a liquid foundation, this is a little bit too heavy. I've enjoyed this primarily at night. I've alternated that with the Pro Age Serum. This is a collection of oils. This retails for $44, and it's got sacred sandalwood and rose. Rose is very calming to the skin. I find that this is kind of like the best beauty oil I've got. I have some high-end bougie beauty oils. I've got some drugstore beauty oils like the Physicians Formula Bright Booster. I like a good oil. My skin loves beauty oils, and I feel like this acts like that. It sinks in just like that. It has a good moisturizing property to it, but it doesn't sit on the skin. I have been able to successfully mix this into foundations to wear during the day. So if I'm on a night where I'm using the face cream as my moisturizer, the next morning I'll mix a drop of this in with my foundation and it works wonderfully well. I've got dry skin, so my skin really does enjoy beauty oils. I would say this would be must-have number 2 of these 5 items. And the last product that I've been trying out is the Pro Age Under Eye Elixir. This has one of those little silver balls on it, and it's super cooling and super soothing. I find that if I'm going to do the face cream at night, I just take that right up under my eyes and it works just fine. I prefer this in the morning. It wakes me up, it works really well to sort of handle the crepiness of my under eye area, and I do think it is helping my dark circles. This is all I've been using under my eyes for a month, and they don't look too bad. They're really looking okay, and I have not been sleeping very well this month. So I feel like it is helping depuff my under eye. This, I think, is a really good morning under makeup, nice little solution to moisturize under the eyes, decrease crepiness. It's been helping my dark circles. I really enjoy it. This, I would say, if you've got crepey, dry under eyes or dark circles, would be a must-have. If you're going to be assembling yourself a sort of kit here, I would go with a cleanser, a toner, and then one of the moisturizers. Personally, I'd go with all 5. I really enjoy all 5 of these products. It took me a couple weeks to sort of settle into the ways that they work best for me, but that routine has worked out wonderfully. I'm going to continue that routine. I'm just going to add back in my retinol and my glycolic acid peels because I think they do the most for my wrinkles and things like that. But I will say, and you guys won't have seen these videos yet because I'm pre-filming right now for Foundation Fest. So this video is going to go up before the Foundation Fest videos do, but you're going to hear me say in those Foundation Fest videos that normally this time of year my skin is really dry and dehydrated, but I'm really having a good skin day. And I say that in almost every one because when I wake up, my skin is nice and plumped, and the greatest impact I think that these products have had on my skin is in rehydration and sort of bringing the life and the bounce back to my skin. I have been moisturizing and drinking my water like crazy for years now, and this is the fastest and probably most effectively that any moisturizing system has brought the moisture back to my skin. And it's kind of amazing because I have tried really hard over the years to make my skin, especially in the winter, do better in terms of dryness and being flaky and dehydrated. Because when your skin's dehydrated, it kind of loses that elasticity. It loses it looks shrivelly. I don't know how else to say that, but can you tell? I can just tell in just the feel of the bounce back of my skin that it is properly hydrated and properly moisturized. My skin really likes these products. I'd say find yourself a system, do it as a 3-step, start out with a cleanser, a toner, and a moisturizer, and then if you want to mix it up, go from there. That is what I would recommend with this selection of the With Simplicity skincare. I recommend all 5 of these products. Get yourself a system, try some out. Let me know what you think if you do. Thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. I appreciate it. I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.